What a special moment! Jungkook dedicated an unforgettable birthday to Taehyung, and the way he did it with that purple heart is simply unparalleled. We all know how much Jungkook cherishes his Taehyung, and that small gesture says it all, without needing many words. It's a unique touch, something he reserved just for his baby Taehyung's birthday. Jungkook's laughter, so contagious and genuine, is a combination that melts anyone's heart. These two, with their special way of connecting, demonstrate the depth of their bond. I love you so much, Taekook. Thank you for showing us so much love and for reminding us that it's the little things that truly matter. Your relationship is an example of how beautiful sincere affection can be. 4 years have passed since that memorable December 27th when Taehyung decided to visit one of his birthday projects in Seoul. The joy he radiated that day was so pure and genuine that anyone could feel it through the pictures. His warm gestures, that sincere smile, and the special way he moved made it clear how touched he was to receive so much love from his fans. Although many might think he was there alone, those who truly know Taehyung knew perfectly well who was with him that day. It was impossible not to notice Jungkook's presence behind every photograph, capturing those unique moments that only he knew how to preserve with such affection. Jungkook has always been that fundamental figure in Taehyung's life, the man with whom he shares his most special days, the undisputed owner of his heart. Confirmation that they were together came a few days later when Jungkook posted that boxing video, where, if you looked closely, you could see Taehyung's reflection in the mirror wearing that same quilted jacket we saw that day. But what was truly beautiful was when Taehyung decided to comment below the video, making it even clearer that they were together, just as we've always seen them sharing their lives. It's curious how some people try to deny what's so obvious. Taehyung and Jungkook are together, and even though we don't see them sharing as much publicly these days, that doesn't mean they aren't doing it privately. True love is something very personal and private by nature. It doesn't need the constant applause of others to exist. The affection between them is found in those intimate moments they share alone, in the memories they build day by day, and we are simply fortunate enough to receive small glimpses of that beauty when they feel it's possible to share it. And what about that last live stream Taehyung gave us, where his thumb had that cute little duck design with boxing gloves? Coincidence? Not for me, because when it comes to Taekook, coincidences simply don't exist. Every detail has its special meaning. With each of Taehyung's birthdays, that special tenderness is renewed within me. Happy birthday, Taehyung. We miss you and Jungkook so much, and while I know you miss us too, we must patiently wait for the moment when our beloved Taekook can be together again. But one thing we know for sure is that the wait is always worth it. We must never stop loving, trusting, and supporting Taehyung and Jungkook individually as the incredible artists they are, and of course, that special love that unites them. They are both wonderful people, and their relationship, that precious Taekook, will live forever in our hearts. Taehyung and Jungkook are two souls seemingly connected by something stronger than fate. When Jungkook or Taehyung settles between his legs, the whole world stops for a second. It's not just any gesture, it's as if every muscle, every glance, is saying, "This is where I belong." Taehyung receives that embrace with his eyes closed, and in that silence, a depth greater than any declaration of love is heard. It's pure belonging, that you are mine and I am yours, that needs no words because their bodies scream it for them. The connection between Taehyung and Jungkook goes far beyond what we see on stage or in live streams. It's something felt even in the smallest details, when Taehyung climbs onto Jungkook's lap and stays there so long that time seems to vanish. Or when Taehyung lets his head rest on Jungkook's shoulder without a second thought, as if it were the most natural thing in the world. These are the moments that show us their bond is real, intense, and unfiltered. Many people ask why these two have such special chemistry, and the answer is simple: there's nothing fake about it. Every interaction between them feels raw and genuine, from how Jungkook reaches for Taehyung's hand when they're together to how Taehyung smiles just for him when he thinks no one is watching. There are no poses or rehearsed acts, it's pure spontaneity, pure trust. And that trust is what has so many of us on the edge of our seats, waiting for the next breathtaking gesture. We see this evidence even in unexpected places. Remember when Taehyung sat on Jungkook's lap on a plane? It wasn't a photo op or a marketing ploy, it was one of those moments where the universe seems to say, this is real. Taehyung settled in as if it were the safest place in the world, and Jungkook held him as if he were protecting something sacred. These are the details that invalidate any false rumors that try to tarnish their relationship. Because Taehyung and Jungkook don't need to defend themselves, their actions speak for themselves. What's most captivating about Taekook is that their love doesn't require grand displays or dramatic speeches. It blossoms in simplicity, in sitting between legs with hands placed exactly where they should be, in hugs that last forever, in kisses that seal silent promises. Every gesture they make carries immense emotional weight, and that's what keeps us united as fans, celebrating every testament to this beautiful and genuine relationship. In this chaotic world, Taehyung and Jungkook are that constant source of pure affection that makes us believe in true love. They teach us that affection isn't measured in grand declarations but in small, everyday acts, in how they care for each other, how they seek each other out, and how they give themselves to one another without reservation. That's why we will continue to support them until the end, because in a world full of uncertainties, Taehyung and Jungkook are that certainty that gives us the strength to continue believing in happy endings. There's something about the way Jungkook looks at Taehyung that transcends mere friendship. It's not a fleeting glance, not a casual look. It's a constant, profound observation, brimming with a universe of feelings he seems to have no intention of hiding. His eyes, instead of simply seeing, seem to search, to register, to admire. They light up with an almost magical quality, a unique spark that only appears when Taehyung is in his line of sight, as if simply having him near is enough to ignite all the lights of his inner world. This attention isn't a sporadic act, it's a pattern, a frequency permanently tuned to the other's existence. It's a protective fixation, an emotional radar that never fails. No matter how many people surround them, no matter if they're in the middle of a raucous concert with thousands of screams or a formal interview filled with cameras and lights. In the midst of that chaos, that whirlwind of stimuli, Jungkook's gaze always finds its way back to Taehyung. It's as if an invisible thread, an emotional safety line, anchors him to Taehyung, guiding him back to his origin, his place of calm. He follows with a patience that is, in itself, a declaration of love. He waits his turn to speak, but his eyes are already speaking to him. He listens attentively, not just with his ears, but with his whole being, as if each word from Taehyung were an instruction, a beacon pointing him in the right direction. Taehyung isn't just an important person to him, he's his anchor, his center of gravity, his safe haven amidst any storm life throws their way. And it's this dynamic, this palpable certainty, that has made Taehyung and Jungkook a beacon for so many people. On this sometimes confusing planet, full of uncertainties and broken promises, they are living proof that true love isn't a fairy tale, but a real construction, a building erected brick by brick with daily effort and dedication. Through them, we've learned the most valuable lesson of all: the deepest love isn't measured in grand, publicized declarations or bombastic gestures made for an audience. Real love, the kind that endures, is captured in the small details of everyday life, in those micro-moments that only attentive eyes can capture. It manifests in the way Jungkook adjusts Taehyung's microphone without him even asking, in how Taehyung reaches out to Jungkook for warmth and comfort in a moment of weariness, in the way their bodies instinctively seek each other out, wanting to share the same personal space. It's seen in how they care for one another, how they shield each other from the bright lights, how they ward off the cold. It's a silent yet incredibly powerful language, a dialect that only the two of them master perfectly, but that we all have the privilege of witnessing. They teach us that affection isn't about what you say, but about what you do. It's about reaching for each other's hands in a crowd, saving a piece of food for the person you love, laughing at their bad jokes just because you enjoy hearing their laughter. That's why supporting them has gone from being a simple expression of admiration to a personal act of faith. Following their journey has become a source of inspiration. Because in our own lives, full of challenges and moments when we doubt everything, Taehyung and Jungkook's relationship has become that certainty that gives us the strength to keep believing. Seeing them together is like finding a compass in the thickest fog. It's knowing that, no matter what happens, there are connections strong enough to withstand any pressure, any distance, any obstacle. They are living proof that a happy ending isn't an illusion, but a real and achievable possibility if love is the foundation of everything. Their bond gives us the hope we need not to give up, to keep searching for and believing in that kind of love for ourselves.